Hey everybody, it's Mike, aka That Reseller Guy. It's Tuesday morning after that long weekend, Memorial Day weekend. We had a 4-day weekend. Hopefully it was going to be full of sales. Unfortunately, sales were a little bit slow, but we're going to go over those sales. A few other things. I got a new office assistant. I got to introduce them. So let's get going.
I'm Groot. I am Groot.
I'm Groot.
On any. I'm Groot.
I am Groot.
Whatever. I am Groot.
So yeah, you met Groot. Groot's actually, he's up here. Look, there's Groot. Yeah, he is a giant. Well, he's not a giant, but he's a giant figure here in my office. So I added a new item to my collection here. I don't collect a whole lot of things, but I saw this at a store and just had to add him to the office here. He makes me smile every time I look up and see Groot here. So unfortunately, he's not on camera. Maybe once in a while I'll have to put him somewhere where he's you can actually see him. But anyway, we're going to get into sales here. First, we got eBay sales. eBay sales were a little bit slow for the weekend. 16 sales for a total of $677.26, and that's shipping, tax, and everything included in that total. So for a 4-day weekend, that's not so fantastic. But I know sales have been a little slow. This is that time of year where things can slow down. We got summer, we got vacations, we got gas prices going crazy. So I understand why sales are a little bit slow, but I did sell some really good, unique items, and you definitely want to check out the video, see what's sold. I'm going to talk about Amazon a little bit too, because I did sell like 5 things over the weekend as well. So Amazon sales were pretty good considering I don't list a whole lot over there. But we're going to jump into these things right away. I'm going to show you the bigger items first just because I always forget them because they're not up here on the desk. They're on the floor. So if I don't show those first, I'm going to forget. And the first one here is a baseball bat. And this here is a player for the Colorado Rockies. And I believe they were actually a pitcher. I'm not going to try to pronounce their name, but you can see it on the screen. I think they were a Korean player. Got this bat from a friend and went ahead and listed it. And I believe it sold for $50. Let me scroll down again. Yeah, $49.99 plus shipping. Now, a lot of you know shipping with USPS through the post office, you don't want to ship long items like this. I have boxes that I use like this, so you don't have to use those triangles. This one's a little bit big, not too bad. It's only about 4 or 5 inches too long, but I'm not going to cut the extra length off of it. Yeah, if you were to ship this box to the post office, it's probably going to cost you close to $30, where I can ship this with USPS for probably $12 to $15 is my guess, but I'm going to double check because I'm going to take a little break right now. I'm actually going to box this up to ship it. I'm going to let you know the price differential. All right, perfect. So yeah, like I said, I have this box here to go USPS. Now this box weighs just under 3 pounds, 2 pounds, 14 ounces. It's 41 by 4 by 4. If I were to ship this to the post office, I got to keep scrolling down because it's so expensive. Priority mail, $29.58 because of the extra length of the way the post office is doing things. UPS is the way to go on these. $11.67, and it's going from Arizona to Illinois. Definitely don't use the post office for these longer items like this. Even if they don't weigh a whole lot, they're going to kill you with the extra fees for the length. So use USPS. FedEx might work well for you too, but I prefer UPS. Okay, now I did sell a few sports cards. We're going to roll through these kind of quickly here. First up is this card of Pete Rose. This is a Tasty Cake card. I think Tasty Cake was like a little snack, like Hostess or Little Debbie's or something like that. It looks like it's autographed in the photo, but that's just stamped on the card like that. It's blank on the back, and I believe this sold for like $10 plus shipping. Let me find my spot on my screen. Yeah, $9.99 plus shipping. I'll ship this in just a rigid mailer, ship out for like $4 and change. And then 3 single cards here. First up, we got this one here. This is of Dick Butkus 2021 Legends card. This is like the blue parallel, numbered out of 50, sold for $4.99 plus shipping. So this one will go out eBay standard envelope. I use an RSVP type envelope. I believe it measures like 5 by 4. It's a little bit rigid, a little bit more rigid than just your standard envelope. That's why I like the RSVP ones. But either way, got $5 plus $1 shipping for this. It'll cost me 53 cents to mail that one out. And then two actually pretty nice autograph cards. I got a page up here. First up, we got Wendell Carter. Wendell Carter went to Duke. Go Duke. This card I had in my store for a little while. I think I had it in there for $20. It's been in there probably at this point 6 months, maybe a little bit longer. So I sent out some pretty heavy discounts on items that have been in my store that long. Gave a 30% discount, $13.99 plus shipping. Still that dollar shipping going to go out eBay standard envelope. This next one can't go out eBay standard envelope because I sold it for exactly $20, which if it's $20 or higher, you cannot ship it out eBay standard envelope. Again, this one I did have in my store for $29.99. Got an offer for $20. This is Herb Adderley. I believe he's a Hall of Famer for the Green Bay Packers. If he's not in the Hall of Fame, correct me, but Herb Adderley is his name right there. You'll see it in the pop-up a little better. But these are really nice autograph cards. The guy was a Packers fan, collects Packers, so went ahead and gave him the discount, $20 plus shipping. So that one I will have to send out in a bubble mailer first class, and again, it'll cost around $4 to send that. All right, the second one I want to give a shout out to Adam. Adam, thanks for the purchase here. He is getting the San Francisco Giants Journal. These were a newspaper. These were from 1979. I think one was from 1980. I really like this one here. This is Willie McCovey on the front, and it looks like they're having Willie McCovey Day. Maybe they're retiring his number. I'm not sure exactly what's going on in that picture. Adam, if you're watching this, put it down in the description what this picture is from. I know you said you collect McCovey and Vita Blue, just so you can see those. We got John Monfusco, and we got Jack Clark as well. Oh yeah, there was also Vita Blue. There was 3, and I threw in that extra bonus one. I forgot. So he's getting a total of 4 newspapers, and a pretty good deal here. $16.99 plus shipping. I couldn't find any of these out there on eBay, so definitely a good item for a Giants fan. So Adam, I really hope you enjoy these magazines or newspapers. Oh yeah, I forgot I said I was going to do the other big stuff first, and this one is definitely a big item. This thing is like a brick. Let's see, where do I have it on my screen here? Now, I got good money for this, so that's why I don't mind shipping heavy items. This thing, it's probably 15 pounds. This is I got to read off the screen because I really have no clue what this crafting stuff is. I just know how to look it up, right? It's a Craftwell cut, emboss, fully automatic embossing and die cutter machine. Now, I bought this at a local thrift store, paid just $6 for it, and it was new in the box, but it was missing a couple of like the embossing mats and stuff that's supposed to go with it. Again, I really don't know too much about it. Oh my gosh, let me hold this thing up. So this is what it looks like. It is a big brick. Luckily, it's just going up to Colorado, so that's pretty cheap shipping from here in Arizona, but of course, I did charge for shipping. This sold for $100. Yeah, $99.99. I even sent out some offers of like 20% off, but nobody took it. Happy because I ended up getting that full price sale. $100 plus shipping for this embossing and die cutting machine. Brand new in the packaging, just missing a few of those little inserts. All right, let's show you another $100 item, but this one is way better because first off, it costs less. I only spent $1 for this item that sold for $100. Yeah, it's one of those fantastic flips. Brand new and sealed. This is Star Wars The Phantom Menace, and this is a big box PC game. Brand new and sealed. You can still see it's got its original $16.99 price tag on there. A lot of people think you should take these off, but I think it's better to leave them on there. That kind of shows that it is brand new, not resealed, anything like that. So yeah, really cool game. These big box PC games can do really well, and obviously I said it. This one sold for $100. It is going global shipping program, I believe, over to Spain. So I'll ship it to Kentucky. They will send it over to Spain. But yeah, $1 item into $100. I'd love to find more flips like that, but it's kind of hard to do. But yeah, fantastic find here. $1 into $100. Wow. All right, a few more items here. Mercury license plate, upside down, goes this way. Been selling these consistently. Although this one I did give a little bit of a discount, sold for I think $13 and change rather than the normal $15. I say it every time. I like using these Gemini comic mailers for these. Protects it, doesn't get bent. So if you're interested in those, whether you're using them for comics, license plates, anything that's like this that you don't want to get bent, there is a link down below. They're not the cheapest things. They cost around $1 or $1 or so a piece in bulk. Next up, we have 3 little action figures. And these are all kid robot figures. I think these were like in little mystery boxes or something. I don't know. They were in a hanging bag one day and I bought them. Sold for $10.39. There must have been a discount involved in that. So still $3 and change a piece for these little figures. So you can find little action figures like this, bundle them together. You can still make some pretty good money on those. Looking at the screen here, I sold an autographed baseball. And this is of Hall of Famer Phil Necro. You'll see it here. This is an official Major League Baseball. There is no authentication on this. I believe I got this one in person many, many years ago, but he's not a player that I collect, so I figured I'd just go ahead and get it listed out there on eBay. Again, I did give a little bit of a discount. I was throwing a lot of discounts out there this weekend to help promote sales. Had it at $30, sold for $25.49 plus shipping. And like I said, it's not authenticated. I know it's good. Like I said, I got this one in person. To get this authenticated cost someone around $10, $15. All right, we just got a little stack of items left to go. Next up, we have this Pepsi train card. This is a hopper car. You know how I know it's a hopper? Because it says that on the side. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known to call this a hopper. I call everything a train car or a box car or an engine. I think those are the three things I use. Maybe a caboose. Anyway, I bought 3 of these. I have Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, and a Mountain Dew one. This was the first one to sell. Sold for $29.99 plus shipping. These sold pretty quick. It only took a couple days for this to sell, but happy got $30 for this. I believe I paid $7 for each of the 3 different train cars. So still a pretty good little sale there. And this was the item that I showed in a thrift haul. This is a football jersey. You can't see me now, but it is the Westwood Warriors football team. It's a local team here in Arizona, one of our arch rivals from the Dobson Mustangs. But I still picked it up to sell. I'll make money off Westwood. That's fine. But this is a really cool vintage Champion brand football jersey, the same exact style that I wore in the late 80s. Yeah, the late 80s. I'm old. When I played high school football. So that's why I picked it up. These are pretty collectible. Sold for $31.99. So a pretty good little sale here. I didn't see where it's going, though. So maybe an ex-Westwood player bought it out of state. Either way, I'm getting rid of it. Getting that bad Westwood mojo out of my house. All right, all we have left from eBay is these 3 boxes back here. I'm save these, put them all together because these were all part of my model and war game collection that I bought. At this point, it's been a few months, but been doing really, really, really good on that. I've already doubled my money plus on that purchase. Paid $1,500 for everything and still have quite a few items to sell. So, like I said, 3 items went out. Let's see. First up here, we got this Academy British Tank Destroyer Achilles. Pretty cool model kit. These are all brand new, sealed inside. This one sold for $29.99 plus shipping, so a nice $30 model on that one. I guess it was tank weekend because there was only a couple tanks in this whole collection, but 2 of them sold this weekend. Let's see. What is this one? The Merkava Mark III. I believe MK is for Mark III. I think it's the same price, a little bit cheaper. I think it's at a 10% discount, $26.99 for that one. So a couple cool tank model kits going out. And then I also have one of the board games. This is called U-Boat, and this is a naval game where it's destroyers versus submarine. Most of these games are like World War II theme. That seemed to be a very common game theme for the 1970s when they made all of these games. This one here sold for $29.99, so we had magic $30 games going out, and a lot of items from that collection were right in that price range. Tons of $30 items, so 30, and I guess 27 if we want to be technical on those. So almost $100 more from a bunch of those games from that collection. So happy about that, and that wraps up the eBay portion of this video. Again, 16 sales for like $600 and some odd dollars. All right, now we're going to talk about Amazon for a second. I don't talk about a whole lot because it has become a much smaller portion of my business. But there are a lot of things that sell for crazy money compared to eBay, so I go ahead and list those items up there. And the first one is a good example. This is a Better Homes and Gardens brand transformer. So I believe it's just like a little power connector for some items. I don't know. It was new in the package, scanned it, saw that there were actually none listed on Amazon. And that's always my favorite. If you can find an item that's probably a little bit older, there's no inventory, I guarantee you there's people out there looking for that. So you can price it a little bit higher than what most of the other ones had sold for. So I sold this for $59.99 plus shipping. They were going for less on eBay, not a crazy amount less. Most of them were listed like $30, $40. But it sold really quickly. I found it this past weekend, and it also sold this weekend. So love items like that. You can pay like $5 and $6 for. Sell it for $60 on Amazon. Yeah, I wish I could do that every day, many times a day. The next item was a toy set, the Peanuts, and this was an estate sale find. I had an estate sale find where I bought a bunch of these box sets, paid anywhere from like $10 to $15 a piece for them, and they sold for really good money. This one here sold for $74.99. Yeah, it just has, I think, 5 different Peanuts figures in it. You'll see it in the pop-up. Yeah, $75 for this little set. Kind of crazy. The next item is a Ravensburger Puzzle, but this was actually a used puzzle. This is a puzzle we bought at the thrift store. We did this puzzle, and then selling it on Amazon. Only got $20 for it, but if you can buy a puzzle, do it, get some enjoyment yourself, find out that it is complete, complete and resell it for 20 bucks, I'll call that a win. Next is another little model, but this one wasn't one that was part of my big game collection. This was one that I found at a thrift store. It's a little bit cheaper one, but still $32.99, and I believe I bought this one for just $3 at one of my local thrift stores. There's one other thing on my screen right now, so I'll show you that one as well. Some Memorex Minidiscs. I had a little mini disc haul from a local Goodwill, actually the one that's closest to my house is down the street. Bought a bunch of them. There's some Memorex, some Sony, some other ones. I bought all those, all brand new and sealed. This was a really good pack, sold for $59. I did pay $10 for it at the store, but to get $59, I'll pay $10 every day. All right, and the last thing I always like showing a couple of thrift finds that I've had recently. This one here is a Lego set, obviously, but this was in a bag at one of my local stores. I paid just $2 for the bag, but I saw a couple of minifigs in there, and I could tell that there was at least what I thought was going to be most of a set, and it turned out to be that there was 2 sets nearly complete. The other set, I'll throw a picture up here. This picture isn't my exact one, but it was the London architecture scene. It was missing one piece. Unfortunately, it's a little statue guy, so it was a fairly important piece. That set, not too expensive. Might get $10 to $15 for that set after we put it together. And then this one here, this is going to end up being the winner of the group here. Let's get a little close up. It is a little toy shop, and it says that on the little flag right here. This is a retired set. If this set were brand new in the box, it's a $250 set. This is not complete, though. It's missing 3 little wreaths, and it has like a Christmas tree and all the minifigs. I think I have 1 minifig, but there were probably 6 or 8 in that set. As this stands, just like this building's pretty complete. I think I'm going to get $40 to $50. Actually, I think I'm going to list it for $60 and see what happens just from this here. I'll show you the other side of it. So, yeah, my wife and I put these together over the long holiday weekend and went through that bag. So that $2 bag is going to turn into $50, $60, maybe $70 tops. But, yeah, I always talk about looking at those bags. It wasn't a hanging bag at a Goodwill. It was a bag on a shelf at this thrift store. But either way, I paid $2 for that bag, and it's going to turn out pretty good. All right, I think that's going to wrap it up for today. I got to get these orders going. It's a little later than normal. It's about 9:45 as I'm shooting this right now. And I got to get this stuff all boxed up into the post office before lunchtime. Because if not, I'm going to have a cranky kid out there in the other room since she's on summer break now. You may see her appear in a couple of videos. Maybe I'll have her edit one this summer as well. So if you want to see KK in the video, put it down in the comments. Let me know. And we'll get a video out at the thrift store with me and her coming up here pretty soon. So that's it. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up if you haven't done those things yet. And otherwise, I'll see you on the next video. All right, thanks for watching. See you next time.